Time to run it up. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first die.
Stretch.
Tell 'em run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first die.
Stretch.
Tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like a couple of seconds behind.
Is it an echo, Tish?
It's coming from Fritz, not you. Even though I hear myself echoing. And where is Mr. Jamal? Oh,
You got
he's
to
on.
flip on the train.
Yeah, I see it say he's on the way. All right, so what did we decide that we go talk about in their absence?
I don't know yet.
Coach Stud, you got something for us? Look,
Well,
we
you
can
know-
start out with this what do you call it? The USA basketball. Seems to be all over the news, at least here, talking about Mr. Kawhi Leonard not playing and whose decision it was, his versus Grant Hill. So that was pretty interesting, I thought. I'm like, listen, if Kawhi can't play during the regular season, why even try to play for the Olympics? Why not rest up? The season will be here before you know it. So that was kind of
Ode to Julius Hall, my aliens in the background.
really. I was wondering what was that for.
Aliens.
Okay, let's see. Let me find. Y'all have y'all agenda.
Ooh.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
That Kawhi Leonard being left off. No management. You don't need to be on there.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised the news was making such a big deal about it.
LeBron and Steph look good together. That's gonna be interesting.
Well.
I had said I know they could go forward and handle it, but then the Wolverine was like panicking, and I'm like, I can't even drive to get to my house because we just left from a meeting. So yeah, that we had put together.
We improvising.
You gonna get there.
Okay. So where y'all at? Because I'm just, since I gotta do it like that. Where y'all at?
Well, we just started talking about the whole Kawhi Leonard situation
Oh,
with him being taken off this Olympic team, whether it was by his choice or Grant Hill.
well, Grant Hill saying that they ain't got time to be playing around.
I agree.
Yeah.
If he couldn't play in the regular season, I mean, why not rest up to get your body together for when the season starts.
And say, hey, and you can play during the playoffs. So again, why did you go and waste it like that? So I'm just throwing it out there.
That's true.
I agree. He shouldn't be
It's been
playing.
all over the news here. That's why I brought it up. I'm like, are they really trying to make a big deal about this?
Yes, some of them, because again, they're saying how Grant is operating. Since he's the manager operator. So hey, they say
that old school mentality. Grant going old school on them.
I think Grant. They think Grant don't pick him.
Well, if he can't perform, what would be the purpose of being there? Just so you can say you in Paris?
Yeah.
If he didn't play in the regular season, hey, I got to concur with Grant Hill. Grant Hill is no nonsense. He's not going to play if he can't play at a high level. Hey, let's just pass by him on this one. I totally agree with that.
Right.
Were there any other players you think that should have probably been selected to replace him?
Well, I'm still kind of shocked. Jaylen Brown is not on there. I don't understand, but then that to me that takes you back to the shock of him being the MVP. Like you choose him when you want to choose him. Was he really the MVP?
And Coach Studs, you might need to mute yourself. I'm thinking because it's that echo. So yeah.
So it's like I don't really think. I mean, they chose what's his name? White. What's his first name? The dude that fell on his face and messed his teeth up.
Derek
White. They chose him over Jaylen Brown. Go figure.
Wow. That it all depends on what you show out when you go practice. They'll get invites first.
Just paid this man how many millions of dollars? I don't care what they thought or think. His paycheck and Derek White paycheck, this apples and oranges at this point.
So that's why I'm curious
Well,
about.
Gonna be another.
Is there something else that was going on behind the scenes with regards to that? Why they didn't get Jaylen? That's what I'm curious about. And when will that probably finally come out?
Well, what do you think it is? I know what I think it is. When he went to play for the Big Three, they was like, oh no, we'll find a way to punish you. We got to pay you because we don't want you going nowhere else. But that little stint you did, nah, man, we got to make you pay for that some kind of way. We going to leave you in the U.S. We'll send Derek White to Paris.
Hey, and that goes back to like with regards to Isaiah and what happened with him. So
yeah.
They'll find a way to get you one way or another because nothing that they're doing at this point makes any sense. And they're not even trying to explain it. They're just like, look, this was the decision that was made and we moving on. Grant gonna play whatever they give him at this point.
Facts.
I understand that, but listen, we got to have the Finals MVP in there. That just don't look right for us. The Finals MVP, regardless, we all feel that he shouldn't have been the MVP. We all feel that he wasn't the true MVP. But just by them awarding it to him, we got to have the Finals MVP on the team. Got to have that.
Agreed.
Coach Stein, I think he should have been final MVP.
No,
I don't think he should have been finals MVP.
No.
I think it was close. It's like a flip a coin.
Jason Tatum is the true MVP of that team and the heart and soul of that team. Well, of course, that's Coach Bernard Brown's team, and he say that Jaylen Brown is the MVP and the best player on the team. That's because, he coached against the guy, and he's Atlanta native, That's the reason why he say that. We all have a little bias with us, but it's okay, though. Where's he at anyway?
He has a tournament that he's involved in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now, and that's one of the things that they discussed. That with Jason, they said that Jason couldn't do it by himself, so they had to amass a team around him for him to basically die. They say he had the ability, but they had to amass folks around him that he couldn't necessarily carry through fully by himself. So, and that's why you have the jail, and so that's one of the things that they threw out. They said that's what with Brad, that's what they were looking at doing.
Did he get paid more than Jaylen Brown?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So if you thought that he was second best, why didn't you pay him second best? Why didn't you let Jaylen Brown be the highest paid on that roster? Because you knew he wasn't the best, which is not a problem coming in at a second place. But at the same time, listen, I feel like if they thought he was as good as they want us to believe, because of course he is, then why not put him on the Olympic team? At this point, he deserves to be there more than anybody else. Hey, look who just decided to join us.
I talked him up, y'all.
Hey, I heard you.
I heard you.
So he lied. He lied to me. He lied to me. He said that he had a tournament, and that's what he lied.
Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show y'all right now. Let me show you. Hold on. Look, wait a minute, Jamal.
Oh.
That's where I'm at.
That's AI. That's AI. That's AI. That's AI.
Hey, I'm waiting on my daughter to pick me up, but I was just popping in. I heard. Let me. It's my time to talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah, cause so who's better, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is inconsistent. He's been inconsistent for 2 years in the playoffs. Trust me. The only reason why Jaylen Brown ain't getting the endorsement, getting everything that he's getting, because he's a very intelligent black man, and they don't like that. That's facts. That's facts.
Definitely very intelligent. He got a high IQ also.
That's it. And he from Marietta, Georgia. That's where I'm from. Come on now.
Well, why he not on the Olympic team?
Listen, it's politics. It's politics. I know who shouldn't have been on there. Jason Tatum. I know who should have been on there. At the end of the day, Jason Tatum been inconsistent for the past 2 years. And they did the right choice for him to be MVP of the championship and MVP of the Eastern Conference champion. Because if he didn't hit that corner shot, they'd have been going home.
But don't you think he feels a way that they put Derek White in as a replacement for Kawhi Leonard?
I'm telling you right now, it's politics with Jason. I'm telling you, it's politics with Jaylen. It is. He's getting railroaded. He's really getting railroaded. He really is. That boy is bad. That boy is bad. And let me tell you right now, what I'm about to say is not affiliated with Ebony Sports Reporter. You know why he ain't get the endorsement and all that? Because he's too black. Period. I guarantee you, when he was light skinned, he would have all kind of endorsement. Come on, I'm keeping it real.
Coach Stud said because he went to Wheeler. That's what Coach Stud said, because he went to Wheeler.
He went to Wheeler High School, and he beat a championship. Pebblebrook. I'm still mad, but at the end of the day, that boy can play. That boy is intelligent. That boy he ain't in that unquote quote group that they want them to be. They want them to talk like this. They want them to look like this. Man, that man got his money. He's doing just fine. And he do more for the black community in the NBA than any of those ones in the NBA. Do fact check.
I think they're still mad at him because of how he went to do that little stint with the Big Three. I don't think they ever got over that.
No, I don't think that was it. I think what it is that this boy, he talked that talk and he walked that walk.
Yeah.
And he ain't gonna let nobody tell him what. It ain't got nothing to do with all that. They just don't like him because he don't beat by the same drum. And
Okay, but
he
look
too
at how
dusty.
obvious they're making it. I'm a little shocked. You paid this man all this money, but then you're making it so obvious how you're pretty much overlooking him.
No, they paid him all that money because he earned it.
True, but okay, but Derek White?
He don't trust me. They just need another light-skinned boy on the team. That's all.
That's what it's looking like.
That's all. They just needed another light-skinned. Trust me.
Wow.
You know.
And Julius Hall said, Bernard Brown, he said one of your favorites, Paul George, is doing his thing now. That's what Julius Hall said. Julius Hall said Paul George should have been a Wolverine. That's what Julius Hall said.
I don't even like Paul George. Boy George or Paul George?
Ooh.
Do you love me?
Hey, baby girl.
Of course.
If you are lying, my God will expose you.
You do this every Thursday. Every time I'm sitting up here trying to watch Ebony Sports Reporter, you just got to come in here and interrupt me.
Your team won the violent American football contest. Why do you have to watch highlights about it afterwards?
Because I can.
Why don't you go to Ebony Sports Reporters building and voice your opinion about your violent American football game?
Do you even know where the building is?
Yes.
Then how do you get there?
You drive straight. When you get to the light, you make a right. Then 2 lights down, make a left, and you will see that I don't give a f***.
We back.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, we are back. I don't know why. I ain't had no warning about the commercial. I mean, the sponsor. You know, I ain't had no warning about that. So yes, this Ebony Sports Reporters back with Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Stud, Coach Bernard Brown just popped out, and Coach Julius Hall. Nobody knows where he's at. You know, nobody knows. He's a runaway. But Paul George, what y'all thoughts about Paul George and what's happening to Paul George right now?
We can't
You
hear
want to see
you.
the spaceship in the background?
Oh, that's where Julius Hall is.
So I was saying Paul George. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. So
Yeah.
I feel like he played the 76ers. He got his money, even though he didn't deserve it. And the Clippers wasn't going to give it to him. So he went with who would give it to him. And as always, Philly will pay you for you to do nothing. Look at their track record. You got Ben Simmons, you got freaking Harding. Like, he's hurt. Paul George is hurt. But yet, and still you paid him all this money. He even said on his podcast that he wasn't willing to, balance it out the way I guess the Clippers wanted him to. He felt like he deserved the amount of money he was asking for. Kudos to him and his agent, because he sure got it.
Paul George is on the downside of his career. I don't know what fella had to be thinking about or who was making that decision, but he's clearly on the downside of his career. His best years, it's behind him now. This is just my opinion, like Coach Teacher said, he's hurt and he's just injury prone. His game is just not there. As Coach Fritz and Coach Hall like to say, he don't have that it no more. He just don't have that it no more.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in denial about his career at this point. Fritz, what you think?
He's done. He's definitely done. He's definitely done.
Well, we'll see what they plan out to when the season starts.
But
I feel they could be just like they was last year. They talking about taking going back and getting Ben Simmons, which would be absolutely crazy.
It would be crazy. You know, the funniest thing is Paul George normally gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? During the regular season. Then you got to figure out if he's going to be back in for playoff time. So,
Well, hell, that's even if they make it that far.
Embiid normally gets hurt. Put it this way: every team goes through an injury during the season. Almost every team has one injury during the season. It's when you put it together towards playoff time to get your team ready for the playoff. That's all.
Well, which is true, but I also feel like look at all the hurt players that they have going to the Olympics. If you were too hurt to play in the regular NBA season, and even if you made the playoffs, it is not fair for you to be able to go play in the Olympics. That kid that you had sitting on the bench the whole freaking season that still was probably good, send him. Like the Cam Thomases of the world from the Nets.
That'd have been a nice
Wow, you're so harsh about that, Coach Tisha. Wow.
I'm just saying, I mean, this whole NBA Olympic thing is just.
Jalen Brunson should have been in there. But it's politics. And who agent or whose company represents
Yeah, but look at Giannis and Embiid. Y'all were hurt, so you said. But yet when it came time to go to the Olympics, everybody was like, oh no, pick me, I'm better now.
Same thing with Luka.
Well, yeah. Wait, just my little opinion.
All right, CP3, San Antonio, CP3. What's y'all thoughts about that?
Where else was he gonna go? Home? Like, no disrespect, but who else was gonna take him?
Wow.
And he's trying to play it like as well. I mean, give it to him.
I think it's a good thing for him because every place he
like,
goes, the team improves.
You know, he wants to now be the player/coach. He feels like he can, you know, put Wemby in the right positions that he needs to be in. I don't understand though. Like, you should have just left gracefully.
Coach Tisha, you're absolutely correct on CP3. His best years are behind him. Yeah. He should have just left out there gracefully. You know, I don't know what his finances like, you know, but certainly game just not there. Right. But this guy I think probably was the oldest guy in the NBA. You know, his game just not there. Father Time gonna catch up with all of us. Whether it's our eyesight, whether it's our hearing, whether it's our game, athleticism, it just gonna whether it's our men, our hair, it just gonna catch up with us. And you know, like Coach Tisha said, home is where he really should have went.
Yeah, sure. For sure. But you know that ego, that basketball ego. That basketball ego something serious.
And he an HBCU student and all that. And he gives money, and you know he has his tournaments, all that. Wow.
But that's what happens when you chase the ring.
He said he ain't chasing the ring right now. He's not chasing the ring right now
because he don't have a choice. He's gonna say that he don't have a choice. There was no one in with their hand up saying, "Pick me, I'll take him."
Wow.
He went to San Antonio for less money. He claims he can direct Wemby and mold him where he needs to be to help him with, I guess, his future point guard. Like, okay, if that's what you want to say, but I don't think those of us who've been watching his game all these years believe that. But hey,
isn't this like Mo Cheeks again?
Pretty much.
I remember Mo Cheeks did that. Stayed way past his time. Oh yeah, the Knicks had him for a minute too. Oh.
I mean, at some point, like Coach does say, you have to accept time, basically. And it's okay because they're all going to go through it. The problem becomes when you not realizing that you're not a LeBron James. You're not putting $1 million into your body like he is. So we'll see. Let me see who else was.
Well, Bronny's a superstar. Bronny's handling things in the summer league. Yeah.
Did you watch that game? I'm just saying.
I saw the high. I looked at the highlights.
Did you see how many points he had?
He had like 4 points, ain't it?
Okay, then. So let's talk about it then. He got $7.9 million.
Well, how much playing time?
He got $7.9 million. How much did number 55 get last year? Like 350,000? Come on. They said the person who was the 55th pick last year, he made 6 figures.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, his daddy went on that team, so his daddy made sure. His daddy's like this. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you make money now. You're not in my pocket no more. You eliminated that one.
LeBron got enough money for all of us to be in his pocket at this point. So, I mean, yeah, he didn't play a lot of minutes, but why not? At least a little more than what he did play. I don't even think he got 4 points. I think he got 3 points, actually.
I believe it was 4 points. But anyway, I'm happy to see a father and son duo get a chance to play, especially LeBron James and his son. But the Los Angeles Lakers just wasted a draft pick there. This is a kid who should have stayed, we all know should have stayed another 2 years or a year in college and developed. If it wasn't for his daddy being who it is, that's when we wouldn't even be having this conversation. That was just ridiculous on the Lakers organization to waste a draft pick on the 55th pick. Do you know what other players that they could have got that could have possibly came in and contribute? This is a kid that they're going to give him playing time because they want to put him on the court with his father. But this is a kid who should have still been in college. He's going to go down and probably never develop into an NBA player. Certainly not a superstar of his daddy caliber.
But then why make it seem like it's such a bad thing if he did stay in school another year or two? There was nothing wrong with that, especially from where he came from last year with, his illness. Why not do another year or so and take away from LeBron could have sat on the bench. He ain't got to play. He can still be on the team. You could throw him in there every so often and him not be your focal point if you still wanted him to play with his son.
That was the whole thing of it. He wanted to play basketball with his son on the highest level.
And go in your backyard. Like,
how many years did his contract take? How many years did LeBron take? 2 years?
In what?
Yeah, I think 2 years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then the other one's coming out in 2 years.
Yeah, Bryce.
Yeah, I hope he get drafted by somebody else.
And I think Bryce is a better player, though.
You got to get the first one in. Then they worry about the second one.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting.
Well, LeBron said, Bronny don't care. Bronny don't care what y'all think. Now he said, Bronny don't care. He said, Bron, I like him. Bronny don't care.
Until he's out there embarrassing himself in front of everybody. And not because he can't play, but because he can't play the way society wants to see him play.
That's true.
So, WNBA. Bam. Double-doubles. Setting records, double-doubles. Yeah. Making it happen. You got double-doubles. You got Asia. You got Caitlin, and you got commentary. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Stubb? What's your thoughts with regards what's happening to the WNBA right now?
I like the WNBA. The women is getting the airtime and recognition and filling arenas that way it should have been. And Ebony Sports used to always talk about it, even when they hadn't got to the level where they are now. And I'm just glad to see it finally get to the level where it should have been. And these young ladies are coming into the league, and they are talented, but then you got these veterans who say, not on my watch. They're going to pay their dues, but it's going to be competitive. It's going to be competitive, and it's reaching a level. I don't mean to get away from the topic, but I'm going to say this. I was listening to a sports show today, radio show, and it say after the NFL, the NBA is going to play a game every day on either ABC or NBC. After the NFL is over, they're going to televise a game every single night. So it's getting there. The next, they'll be doing that for the WNBA.
All right, Coach Tisha.
I mean, so out of the three names that you mentioned, whose name do you hear the most? Still, is Caitlin. Even though the other two young ladies are doing way better, breaking records every time they hit the court. So it's still that. And I heard one of the commentators on the New York News Sports say how if it wasn't for Caitlin, no, she didn't do it by herself. It took the collective. And I don't think it's even fair to even put that pressure on her to say she did this, she did it. It's not just her. And I think she's even humble enough to admit that it took the collective. I just feel like, Reese is at what? Her 10th or 11th straight game with these double-doubles? That should be the first thing you're talking about if you're not talking about the record that Asia is breaking. But instead, you feel the need to still put Caitlin's name first, even when you're talking about her in the negative. Oh, she didn't make as many points today. Or she didn't do what, we thought she was going to do this, that, and other. I don't think it's necessary. And I don't think it's fair to her. They're all still very young. And I'm sure she still feels a way of the points that she's not making, of the loose balls that she keeps, losing. Like, she can't be no more harder on herself than the way, these commentators are being. But I think they need to give her a little more grace and realize that she has not done any of this on her own.
Hi, Coach Fritz.
I said before, I love the girls. They need a hero. They need a villain. We all know how sports work. We all know how everything works. When you have a villain, it's one thing. And then when you have the hero, basketball becomes fun. If they're trying to do the same thing as Bird and Magic to see if it could elevate the game, Clark and Angel Reese. These women are doing their thing individually. They're doing things for their team. They have their own individual style, their own individual play. Yes, Caitlin Clark was the first rookie to get a triple-double. That might end next year with Juju Watkins coming in. You know what I'm saying? So Angel Reese, you're not talking about her with her consecutive double-double. Asia Wilson just got I think it was 2020. That's a record, 20 points, 20 rebounds. But they want to push out that hero and villain. They didn't get the villain fully yet, where it's a back and forth thing where like Caitlin Clark is going back and forth with somebody else. It's going to be a girl that comes in that's going to be a point guard. It could be Juju Watkins or Flage, but they're going to go back and forth. I know it's going to come where it's going to be, the villain and hero. That's how they sell the game. And they don't need to do it that way because these girls are bad on their own. Well,
I think it also has a lot to do with Caitlin's team is not doing as good as the other two teams are. So that also is playing a part in it.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to this right here. What is happening? I start to say with the Flintstones. The Flintstones, aka the New York Yankees. What's happening with the Flintstones? It's not even an evil empire. It's a weak empire. Coach Fritz.
Listen, me and her, we watch the Yankees all the time. They start off hot, and then they fizzle. They barely making it to the playoff, and then they make it to the playoff, and then we like, how'd that happen? Because you'll see the decline happening. They start off hot, and then something happens with the pitching, something happens with an injury, and then they just go down, and then they just make it to the playoff. That's the only thing I could say.
Coach Fritz.
Yes.
Stud.
Hey, Coach Stud, because they showed up in Tampa. You know, Brian Cashman showed up in Tampa. Right there, Coach Stud.
Coach Fritz summed it up. That's what they do every year. Those are the Yankees. What more can we expect? These are the Yankees. That's what they do. They start off hot, they'll fizzle out, and sometimes they're barely making into that postseason. That's just what the Yankees do, man.
The Bronx Bombers, Coach Tisha.
Of course, to echo what everyone else has said, but you got to look at Cashman. How long has he been there? Why haven't they gotten rid of him yet? I mean, the Steinbrenner sons are they're nothing like their father. He would have got rid of all of them by now and just started over.
Facts.
It's like Cashman has something over them that they feel the need to keep giving this man all this money every year for him to keep making the same silly choices. Right now, the thing is, they're probably going to end up getting rid of the manager. That's been on the news here. So, which is not shocking. I mean, his pedigree is why he's still there. Trust me. If it wasn't for his lineage, he would not be there. So that plays a big factor in it. And then who are you going to get?
They said Billy Martin. They said if Big George was here, he would fly it into Tampa, he would fire him, and they would hire Billy Martin. Yeah.
He would have fired.
So, and Coach Bernard Brown.
What's going on, y'all? I'm home now.
Yeah, so we're dealing with your favorite team, New York Yankees, the Flintstones, the weak empire. So what's your thoughts about them?
They living on what they used to do, you know. At the end of the day, they got money, but everybody else, you know, outspending their money. You know what I'm saying? Yankees are the Yankees, man. They gonna always give you something to cheer for. Ain't no different than these Falcons. They gonna give you something to cheer for. The Braves gonna give you something to cheer for, and they ain't gonna let you down. The biggest problem with them is they need to go ahead and sell that team to somebody else. They need to go sell that team to somebody else that gonna start all over again, because they overpaying people that's not playing. Reggie Jackson not gonna come in that room no more. And who else? The one who the little fella, Michael Jordan, good friend. The shortstop.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Jeter ain't gonna walk in that door. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. And then American League done got way better than what they used to be. So it's gonna be hard for them to be trying to beat the Dodgers and trying to beat the Houston Astros and trying to beat those teams. They just don't have the players no more.
And you hear what's his name? Juan Soto. This might be his only season. He's already put it out there that he may leave and go somewhere else. I'm like, dude, the ink is still wet on that contract you signed. What's going on?
No loyalty.
Yeah.
So Coach Julius Hall is not allowed, and just let y'all know that he's not allowed, and he will be muted the entire time. He can sit there, but he'll be muted the entire time. So now, Coach Bernard Brown, we're gonna swing over there. We're gonna swing to the West Coast. Evil Empire, Money Empire, the Dodgers. You said something about that. We're going to the Dodgers, West Coast.
I like the Dodgers. I like they're just a play away to win another World Series. It's just something. Maybe another pitcher, maybe another hitter. But they got a good organization in it, and I'm telling you right now, long as Magic got his hand in that, they're gonna get another championship. They're gonna get one. I know who's not gonna get one. Is the Braves ain't gonna never get no more World Championship. You know, they're not. They need to get rid of that manager, man, because he's overcoaching. He just, you know, that's my opinion.
Coach Stud.
I was hoping me and Coach Bernard Brown could agree on something, but when he went to talking, when he denounced the Atlanta Braves, then that's when it went out the window. And he's on the Dodgers because he say Magic is gonna build him into a winner there since he's involved. I like the Braves.
All right. Coach Fritz.
Fritz?
He went to the Mets locker room.
You try and say he went with Grimace. Wow, Coach Tisha. Go ahead, Coach Tisha. Wow.
So y'all really think the Dodgers are gonna win this year? Have y'all been watching them? Have y'all looked at their record? All the money they done spent, they have not yet lived up to those dollar signs. Now, will it? I mean, we're already halfway done, so I don't know if they're gonna do it this year. I still think they spent too much money, and it's starting to show.
All right, Coach Julius Hall, we're gonna give you a chance to say something.
Well, I initially told y'all that spending money don't necessarily win world championships unless you're the Yankees. I told y'all they would not win this year. Might not win next year. But did you ask Bernard a basketball question when he went to talking about Magic Johnson? Magic Johnson ain't playing no damn baseball.
Magic Johnson is one of the owners. He's one of the owners.
Do nothing. He ain't played no baseball. He ain't gonna do nothing for the Dodgers. Nothing.
No, wait a minute now. When the Dodgers won that World Series, Magic was a part of that ownership. A couple 3 years ago. Yes, he's a winner. It don't matter if he playing alien. Like you say, everybody's an alien. It don't matter if he was an alien.
There go the alien there. Fritz got the aliens up now. And he looked just like that alien. Look at him.
I did this for you. You don't see the glasses? You don't see the glasses? I did this for you.
Oh my God.
Hey, Fritz got the alien up. Hey, be mindful. They'll come and get you.
They'll bring him back.
Yeah.
Coach Fritz. He frozen again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
The aliens came and got you.
Oh no,
I had to download this. I saw it. I had to download this and said, this is going to be great for Julius. When they say Julius was in here after he's in the ship, they let him go.
Yeah.
So he asked you about the Dodgers.
I think the Dodgers is the opposite of the Yankees on the national side. They put a good team together. They spend a lot of money. It's just that they can't get over the hump. Magic should hopefully he could get them over the hump, but they're missing something. So for some reason they don't get over the hump. One pitcher is out. They got rid of another one. They just haven't. They don't have the swag to get them over the hump.
Okay. So now, just in case anybody thoughts with regard to Paul Skeens, with regard to him starting in the All-Star game, because some people got some feelings about that. They're like, no, don't start him, don't let him be the starting pitcher. So, what's your thoughts on that and feelings on that, Coach Fritz?
If those are the critics that's saying don't start him. If he earned the spot to start, he should start. The starting is just one inning anyway for the All-Star. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see the big deal, really. Unless he's injury prone.
Coach Tisha.
I agree. I say start him. I don't even understand why it's a big deal of why they won't start him. They talk about how, his girlfriend has over 3 million followers. He'll get the people to watch. Okay, well then put him out there. If you feel that you're gonna get the watchers, what's the big deal?
Coach Bernard Brown.
Shit, if his girlfriend got over 3 million views or whatever, she need to be the starting pitcher. Hey, let her be the starting pitcher. We watch her. Man, leave that man alone. Let that man start, man. It's always something, man. Always.
Coach Stud.
Well, start him, because this is baseball, and he have earned that right, and let him start.
Coach Julius Hall.
Well, y'all know the internet is undefeated. So, hey, they rule, but the man should start. But like I said, like Bernard said, I won't see his girlfriend.
I know.
Oh, it's terrible.
She got 3 million followers. What's her name? You know how hard it is to get 300,000 followers?
Right.
Yeah, 3 followers. Shit.
What, she is a stripper?
We gotta Google her. You gonna have to Google her.
He's been muted. Yeah, he's been muted. And I thought they said she got 5 million followers, but yeah. So now, right, yeah, it's like 5 million. So we're not going to anybody just checked out Reese Hines has hit home runs. He's hit home runs. Reese Hines, rookie. And we're going to unmute you now, Coach Julius Hall, if you know how to behave yourself. Coach Julius Hall, Reese Hines, Cincinnati Reds.
Has he hit enough to get 5 million followers?
She got 5 million and 2.
Muted. Coach Bernard Brown, we're gonna mute you too. All right, go ahead. See, this is what I'm talking about. Coach Bernard Brown, Reese Hines.
Hey, she got 5 million and 2 being Jewish.
Horrible.
To be honest, I haven't been following. So I'm gonna pass that up to Coach Fritz.
All right, Coach Fritz.
Good for him. If he continues this pace and this run, he probably get Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way he's playing. It's like he got the swag, he got the it, and he's doing something for Cincinnati.
All right, Coach Tisha.
Listen, he looked like us, and he got the media talking every day. So he's doing something right. You know, he's out there. He's grinding hard, and kudos. Not my team, but I'm happy for him. I'm happy that in a positive way, these newscasters are really talking about him. So kudos to him, and I hope he continues to do good.
Coach Stud.
He will get the Rookie of the Year.
And what has been said is that, again, Coach Shisha said it, that, and you look and see how he looks, that again, it's an inspiration to many others who look just like him, and showing the abilities when you put it out there. And so Coach Julius Hall said the internet is undefeated. And I like that he said, look at the ticker. Look at what's at the bottom of the ticker. That's the internet right there. Jacobs High, the truth, #1. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's the truth. Thank you, Coach Julius Hall, for that. We're going to go to a break right now. Ebony Sports Reporters, going to a break right now. Mr. Producer?
Let's see. It don't even work. It don't even work. Because you want a Where's the Forest guy that left. And now you're talking about Jenkins #1.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Niceville, Florida?
Hey, don't even worry about
that. We still go to a break, sir.
Okay, we're going to a break. Where's Niceville, Florida?
Right outside of Tallahassee.
Oh, okay, that's where it reached from. Is this what the boy name that got the fight? Is this his girlfriend?
Excuse me, sir. I need to call Natalie Leggett. Natalie Leggett. Let me call Natalie Leggett right now. Natalie Leggett.
Do you love me?
Of course.
If you are lying, my God will expose you.
We had already played that commercial, but anyway.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
This is Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Stud, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Julius Hall. And we say support our sponsors, Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm, offices in Atlanta, Savannah, and Statesboro. One Price Cleaners located to the Farmers Market in Garden City on Highway 80. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Jr. Boulevard. And Shep's Food and Gas, don't ride by, stop by. And so we were going to deal with this later on, but because Coach Julius Hall got beside himself, he want to throw up pictures and other stuff like that. We now going the conversation about soccer. What do you think about soccer? What do you think about with regards to U.S. men's soccer? Coach Julius Hall.
Well, didn't they fire the coach? Well, hey, when you fire your coach, you're in trouble. I know one thing. Y'all talk about that dream team in basketball yet? They better win. They're snubbing my boy. They better win. You know, so we'll see. But soccer, I could care less. I'd rather watch paint dry.
And that's why we went to you first, because we wanted to just torture you with that. So, Coach Bernard Brown.
Lately, man, I've been watching soccer. I watched when the United States lost 1-0. It was a bad call, but United States, man, they overrated. They fired the coach. They fired all the players. But I've been into, so I think I done watched 5 soccer games already. And people that look like us, they showing out. They showing out.
Yep, because the Copa Cup is being played in Atlanta. That's where the Copa Cup is being played, right there in ATL.
Well, y'all come on.
And they said, and that's why it's so embarrassing that the U.S. is not even there now. Bam, knocked out. And so, Coach Fritz.
Some of the games have been interesting. It's just bad for the United States. You're supposed to get in the United States. You're supposed to represent the United States, and you got taken out. Then the coach get fired. That's not a good look for them. Then you got Coach Bernard Brown saying everybody got to go. They overrated. Everybody got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. Start from scratch. I got a young cousin that could play. We played with the United States before, so this time is coming. I wouldn't be surprised seeing him on the United States team.
All right, Coach Stud.
Well, you know, when the United States went out, someone had to be the scapegoat. So it have to start with the coach. It runs downhill, not uphill. But anyway, I got to get into soccer though, because my grandbaby will be playing soccer next year. She told me on July the 4th that she'll be playing soccer next year, so I got to really get into soccer.
All right, Coach Tisha.
I think they should have been fired the coach. I don't understand why they waited this long. I mean, did they not realize you were losing long before we got to that final game? The U.S. was not doing good. You were losing even in the what is it, when the 0-0 points and you have to do the
penalties.
You lost that. How the heck you losing the penalties? Some of the players are good. I mean, I'm not an avid watcher. I do watch every so often. I wouldn't necessarily say get rid of the players, but I think they would only get rid of the coach.
Well,
it's an embarrassment at this point.
Yeah, well, the coach ain't kicking the ball.
Well, we are now going to a sport that some people think is not really a sport, but we're going to talk about it. And that Coach Julius Hall played it, but some people say it's not really a sport. Tennis talk. Coach Tisha, what's your thoughts with regard to Wimbledon and tennis talk? So some people think it's not a sport. Some people say they would rather see paint dry and then be scraped off again.
I was surprised that my girl lost. What's her name? I don't know who I'm talking about.
Coco.
Oh, yeah. I was shocked, actually. I don't know. It hasn't really been interesting to me yet. Maybe I gotta wait till they come home to the U.S. But you know, once she got knocked out, I definitely wasn't watching after that. So it wasn't really entertaining as I wanted it to be.
Coach Julius Hall.
Tennis is a one of the premier sports. If I played it, then you know it had to be a great sport. Soccer and hockey and ear pulling and the pickleball and all this other kind of swimming and swimming. I like swimming, but those other ones I mentioned, you can just take them and just put them in a can somewhere. They got what sport? They got pickleball as an Olympic sport now. So
yeah, that's a good sport. Pickleball.
What the hell wrong with these people? Who the hell won't play pickleball?
Drew, they got pickleball.
We're going to be discussing the Olympics. We're talking about tennis right now because again, it's jealousy from tennis players regarding pickleball. That's what the deal is. So yes, go ahead.
Bocce. You know, let's play some bocce or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to play bocce?
He knows all of those elite sports.
Yeah, bocce is great. It's like bowling, but I mean it's great. You know, you get the Bellini and you throw it down the court and see who get the closest to it. You got 4 tries and your opponent got 4 tries. And you got the bank off of the boards and all. It's a great sport.
He's an elitist, everyone. He's an elitist.
Yeah. I play that.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Juma boy, but I don't know what sport he was talking about. But man, Coco need to refocus. They whole camp need to refocus, man. They losing the people they shouldn't lose to. She just not competing. She just not competing. And they lost my interest when Venus and Serena left. It's none of us that look like us really playing. So they got this biracial girl. I forgot her name. She beat the hell out of this other girl the other day. She ranked number 7. So I think
Jasmine.
Yeah. She ranked number 7. So but Coco, they need to go back to the drawing board because she loses something. She just, she don't close out matches or nothing like she used to. So something going on.
I think it's the pressure because she's definitely playing different.
Hold up. Coach Fritz ain't had his turn. Okay. Coach Fritz.
I'll be very honest with you. This is one time I have not watched the tennis this year. I'm not into it this year. I don't know why. It just didn't get, I don't have the fanfare for it this year. Maybe when it comes to the U.S., I'll probably have a different take. But like Bernard Brown said, Venus and Serena is not in it. So you're like, okay, who we watching? So they haven't sold me on the game for me to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make sure I watch this. I'm gonna watch the WNBA. So
seems like they're gonna beam you up on that spaceship. You got
I'm holding the spot for you. You said get a banner for aliens. I got it. Didn't you say get a banner?
Yeah, they changed the rules.
That's the next banner I'm gonna get. Rule change. The next banner I'm gonna get.
Coach Stud.
Hey, Brent, get off my man Fritz too. But anyway, when Venus and Serena left the court, I pretty much left the court with the tennis.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach Tisha.
I mean, there's a few of the men that look like us now who've been doing relatively well. So, I mean, again, I don't know, it's been kind of boring. I don't know if it's because they're overseas, over the water, so to speak. When they come home, maybe it'll get a little more interesting. But I think Coco, maybe the pressure is getting to her. She's definitely not playing like she did last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it could be the pressure, but I think she can bounce back. I think, listen, she's her biggest critic anyway. So I think once she realizes how to pull herself out of whatever this is that she's in, we'll see her.
Yeah. She having too many second serve.
Yeah.
For 2 years in a row, she having too many second serve. And that's what's killing her.
And the people she's losing to, it's like, girl, you up at it.
Right.
You what, number 2? These people is number 7, number 9.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You could do better than that.
Yeah.
You think she lost her swagger? Lost her ear?
Temporarily.
Yeah.
So we'll now come to another elitist sport. An elitist sport, golf. What's your thoughts? Ryder Cup and all of that. Golf. Coach Tisha.
No interest. No interest. I mean, look, the biggest highlight was when what's the name wouldn't congratulate the winners a couple of weeks ago. So I have not been. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been focused on that.
Coach Julius Hall.
Did you say something about golf?
Yes, golf. Elite sport.
Let me check. Are you going to talk about polo and rugby next?
Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy. The Martians got his ass too, Fritz.
You see the ship back there, right?
Yeah, the Martians got him. He want to talk about polo and rugby and golf. What? This Ebony. This ain't Ivory Sports Reporters. Ebony and Ivory. Hey, golf. Tiger Woods. That's Bernard friend. Don't tell him the story about you and Tiger.
Coach Bernard Brown. You play golf?
Yes. Yeah. The United States, man. It's the same thing with Tiger and them. The United States, they ain't gonna win the Ryder Cup. You know, they especially when Keenan, he the captain. He don't. Come on now. What he want? They're reaching now. They're reaching, trying to get some players to beat the European, and that ain't gonna happen. So they just need to get rid of the Ryder Cup. Me personally, get rid of the Ryder Cup, and go ahead and merge with the LIV, whatever, the lip tour or whatever, because that's where all the players going. Jewish, you can play in a tournament over there, over across seas. 20 million just to enter. The United States is cheap. They're cheap. And that's why all the golfers going over across the way. Matter of fact, they called for Jamal with his hairdo like he got. They called him. Told him to come over. And looking like Dennis Rodman with their hair. They told him to come.
Well, Fritz, I got to ask Fritz a question. If you don't mind, when they beam you up again, could you please ask them the lottery numbers for Friday, and see if they could give you some superhuman abilities so you can take off? But we're gonna send you to the Live Championships over there too to get that money.
The only power I want is to teleport. When I go to the future, I can tell you what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
You want to do what?
Go to the future. Teleport. Go to the future, find out what the lottery is, and then come back and play it.
That's a good idea, but why don't you ain't got to do that if you just teleport 10 times to a bank while the bank closed.
Yeah, that didn't go well. That wasn't a movie. That didn't go well for that guy. They got cameras everywhere.
Well, man.
So, okay, Coach Chris, so you respond to that. So, golf, Ryder Cup, anything else?
Not interested. Not watching it. Not interested. Not even an inkling of it. That's why, like Coach Bernard Brown said, they're leaving for the Live tournament. They got something more exciting. It's not, the U.S. is not marketing it right no more. There's not this in it either. You know what I'm saying? There is no other Tiger Wood. Tiger Wood is like on his last leg, and they're still trying to see if he could play at least 1, 2, 3 games to bring the revenue back for them.
Mm-hmm.
Not happening. They got to find somebody else out.
Yeah.
Coach Stud.
Well, Coach Stud never considered golf as a sport.
Tell us how you really feel.
Ride around the golf carts.
Yep.
You see that? What it says? You see what it says? See what it says?
Really?
My man said find a band of aliens. I did that. I just got to find rule change now.
That's the thing. Rule change.
Don't worry, I'll find it.
Hello? You want to know if I'm going to Paris in a couple of weeks? No. Ebony Sports Reporters, our president has not made the arrangements for that. The Olympics is going on. Yes, the Olympics are going on. Yeah. We should be there. At least I should be there. Yes, I agree with you. So you want us to talk about the Olympics, but we're not going to be there. You feel sorry for us? Yeah. How do you think I feel too? I can't even get into events like I should with my proper credentials. Coach Julius Hall, the Olympics going on.
I got your credentials, right? But if you get that teleport, you can teleport all in there, and then we got to worry about you being cheap. Our black media be represented.
Anyway, we go to Coach Fritz. Coach Stud. Coach Stud, the Olympics.
Let's go back to getting you over there.
Yes, I was just about to come up and say something about that. We should be in Paris.
Brother, we got to send our host over there, so he can relay it back to us,
Okay, well, I don't see a problem. Y'all want to take up a fund, and let's see if we can send Jamal to Paris. I think they got Paris, Tennessee, don't they?
Paris, New York.
Paris, New York.
Paris, Georgia.
We're going to send him to Paris, all right. You better cover high school football out there.
But anyway, we had a local track guy here out of University of Florida. He was right there to get in, and then he just didn't make it. We was all rooting for him. Local, like Coach Bernard Brown, like all the guys out of Atlanta and that surrounding area, like Jalen Brown, them, he's really biased. Every now and then we get one down here in this whole part of the South, and we really be rooting for him, but he just didn't qualify to quite get in.
Yeah, and that was the key. He didn't qualify.
Y'all are dirty.
See, we qualify in Georgia. We qualify. You don't qualify in that SWAT land.
Those girls Olympic team sprinters.
It's Coach Fritz's turn. Coach Fritz.
We are more. I'm ready to go to Paris.
Yeah, right.
Your little friend right there going with you too.
We both talk French.
Oui.
You heard me say oui, right?
Oui, Paris. Yes. Mm-hmm. Je m'en là. Oui.
You shouldn't have started.
Coach Tisha.
Calm down, fellas. Y'all will be right here with you watching on TV. It's okay.
I know.
I'm excited about the Olympics. What do we have? About 10 days? A little less than 10 days? I think it's the 26th it starts. I'm excited for the gymnastics. Of course, we got some good girls, man. They look amazing. I'm excited for the track and field as well. It's a lot of us in there this year. So I'm a little excited about, some of the sports that's going on to really see, especially even those, I saw some of the young guys doing those jumps. Yo, I'm only 5 feet tall. These kids was jumping 6 feet or better. I was looking like, that is just amazing. Obviously, I could never. But I'm excited about the Olympics. I'm excited. There's a lot of us in the Olympics for a lot of different sports. So it should be pretty good to watch.
Don't call me Big Perk off of the sports show, Big Kendrick Perkins. But did you go to 1501?
Who, me or Jamal?
No, you.
No.
Oh, you didn't go to 1501?
No.
No, she was just drunk at Savannah State. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Sorry.
Mouth now.
Because it ain't 10 days. I mean, when you go to college, you don't have to take math. I forgot. Okay.
Listen, I know it's the 26th of July. I may have got my numbers wrong, but I'll let you know when it is. So what's today's date? Oh, today's the 11th. So we still got some time. We still got time for you to get them Paris tickets. How about that?
Okay. We're coming to New York first.
Sorry, Jay.
All right. Wow. I don't even know who I'm supposed to go to right now. Coach Julius Hall.
What?
Oh, I can't remember because I'm so distracted by y'all foolishness. But Coach Bernard Brown.
One time we can watch the Olympic and we know that the United States is going to win. The world done caught up with them. They done caught up with them. You got to tune in. I'm not impressed with the NBA Olympic team. Not impressed. There's some way, somehow, somebody gonna get them. I'm just not impressed with any of the women's. I think the women's USA track team probably gonna win in the gymnastics, but everybody else is wide open. Everybody, the world done caught up with us because we thinking just because you got USA on your damn shirt that you supposed to win. Really? Man, please.
Well, they supposed to win, but I'm 100% behind the women's basketball team, the women's
Mr. Hall, I wasn't finished.
Oh, yes, you was. You stopped.
No,
Jamal told me to just jump in before you tell a story.
I was about to. Man. I had one.
But I got to watch track and field. It's the most exciting thing in the Olympics is track and field. Bar none. Ain't nothing more exciting than track and field.
What, the outfit?
Yeah, that too.
But also, real quick, they also said that the qualifications for the U.S., how they get into the Olympics, is very different than other countries. Because a lot of U.S. Especially from the track field, who did not get in, didn't necessarily get in because they weren't doing it. They didn't get in because of the rules that the U.S. has, how you qualify, which they're saying is very different from a lot of these countries.
Rule change.
But they do want the rules to change because they say the U.S. rules are harder.
I hope y'all don't think I'm trying to catch up since I came late, but I surely hope they don't have nothing like that girl that was dressed in the scarf and the face mask, and she was running down the damn track from her country. I understand it, but
no, she did not qualify. She did not qualify.
The girl that whole country, she ran in the Olympics.
No, it wasn't in the Olympics. It was again. She did not qualify, and they went and addressed that. So I don't know why you're trying to do that, Mr. Hall. We're going to our last subject right now. We're going to mute you right now. NFL talk. Joe Burrow said, "Bam, it's about time. They're gonna make some things happen." And we go to Coach Fritz, Joe Burrow, and any other NFL conversation.
I hope he do make things happen because he hasn't been there in a minute. I know he lost a wide receiver and a running back, so let's see how this pans out for Cincinnati. But if Patrick Mahomes could do it, I think Joe Burrow could do it as well. So we'll see.
Coach Tisha.
I'm glad he made that comment because if one of us made that comment, it would have gone on deaf ears. But now that Joe Burrow has made this comment about what the changes are going to be down the line, yeah, commentators are talking about it. They're listening. They know what he's saying is true, as much as they don't want to believe it, but he's letting you know he's foreseeing what's going to happen within the next, year or two? So kudos to him for speaking up and not being afraid to address the things that they may be talking about in the locker room, especially because it's gonna affect all of them. So I commend him. I was impressed.
All right, Coach Stud, 18 games, Coach Stud. What's your thoughts?
First of all, can't wait. But anyway, Joe Burrow have always been one not to bite his tongue. And not only that, talent-wise, in my opinion, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League. So to hear that come from Joe Burrow, he's always been one that never bites his tongue, though. Call him Joe Cool. Ain't that's right, Coach Bernard? I'm going to pass it on to him.
Man. Joe Burrow, 18 games. He can't even play 2. He needed to shut up and go back to LSU. He's too much Hollywood. Boy, get healthy and start playing. And start playing some ball. What have he did for lately?
Well, I think that's kind of what he's saying. He's not necessarily against the whole playing. His thing is, okay, we're going to get another bye week, right? You pushing us to the limit. They know what their bodies can and can't do in a season.
His body can't get through 2 games through the season. So, I mean, if he see players like that, I don't listen to. I listen to if it was Mahomes with Kansas City who wins something. It was somebody who won something. He ain't won nothing but Joe Cool smoking a cigar out of LSU. That's it. Period.
Coach Julius Hall.
Bernard, are you saying that he's a Jenkins warrior?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds about correct. They put on shows. They dress fancy. They get thrown over fences. You know, all that kind of stuff. But okay, yeah, I get you. Joe Cool, I like Joe Cool for some reason because Joe Cool got a nice arm. And he's smart. He knows the game. It's going to be a great season this year because you got so much to look forward to. It's football. We might have to move this show till Wednesday. 6 o'clock.
Oh, 6 o'clock, wait. Hey, so you talking about if you talking right there with Run and Tell that?
No, like on 6 o'clock on a Thursday, so we can catch college football.
Oh, 6 o'clock.
And then you got the NFL on Thursday night too.
Yeah.
Well, you might well move it till Sunday then.
By that time, we ought to have our own ESPN show. We make sports fun, you know, and that's what it's all got to be about, is having fun while you're talking sports.
Yep.
Dennis, Rodman.
I think that's you.
You have life.
Right.
You mean a life?
Yeah, see.
That's college professor.
Exactly.
No, because of the insults, I was just typing real quick. But you know, again, this is what God said. This is Ebony Sports Reporters and HVJ God's Country. And so again, Ebony Sports Reporters got Coach Stud, Coach Bernard Brown.
Yes.
Coach Julius Hall.
Whoa.
Coach Tisha. And Coach Mothership Connection, Coach Fritz in the house.
In the house.
So we say to y'all, check out all the shows on Our Black Media. We have shows coming on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Check out all the shows. Enjoy yourselves. And we will see y'all next week. We signing out of here. Peace.
See y'all tuned in.
Y'all be good.
Good night. Don't y'all go nowhere. Stay in the studio, Stud.
like that.